Hey guys, I hope you'll come hang out with me for a little bit to talk about the numerology for the day. Today is July 31st, 2022, and we're going to take that date and we're going to come up with two numbers. First, we're going to take the day, which is the 31st, and that's your inner world, your inner dialogue, what's going on with you, and we add them together. 3 + 1 = 4. 4 is the number of stability. Then we talk about what's going on in the outer world, how your inner world is going to react with that outer world. Your inner comes into the outer, right? What's going on will reflect back out. So what energy is happening out there? So by getting that, by that number I get by adding all the numbers together. 7 + 3 is 10, + 1 is 11, + 2 is 13, + 2 is 15, + 2 is 17. And 1 + 7 = 8, which is the number of karma. And we'll get into all that. So the 4, like I said, is of stability. It is a strong, dense energy. It is that of Earth. In the Bible stories, Earth was created on the 4th day. It is about having courage and patience and intelligence to stay grounded. It relates to form, order, structure, work, organization, material possessions. So for example, this is how we get to 4. This is like just an example of the cycle of numbers, right? So we are in this world. We are an individual, okay? We step out. We make a connection with another person. We come into a union. We become 2. Our union produces a baby. Our 2 has now become 3. And now those 3 are going to build a solid foundation for that group, right? I mean, that's kind of how it goes, or that's the hope anyway. So that's kind of how you can understand how we're cycling through numbers. So it is also very about law and system and order, security, grounded, feeling, bloom where you're planted kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good day to bring things into order, into organization to help build the solid foundation. Okay. There's another, if you switch them, like the 13 and the 4, the 13 actually represents the tower in the tarot, if you know anything about it. And in that picture, people are jumping from windows, there's a fire, it looks negative, but really what it is that the foundation has crumbled. And now it's a key to the new beginning. You know what I mean? So, but it was about the foundation to begin with. The 13 happens because the original foundation wasn't working, it's time to build a better one. But 4, that's what it's all about. It's showing you that it's creating the energy to hold you on solid ground. It's creating the energy for you to be grounded to the earth. It's even a good idea to go out into the earth and feel your feet to them, especially on a 4 energy for within yourself. So you could also take this day and reorganize the foundation in which you're already in, you know what I mean? And then get focused in it, and today can produce great results inside of your home if it's something you want to do. You may see things differently because you've decided to use this energy to reorganize and focus, and you get to see things differently and again, make changes because of it. So in business, it's Sunday, but in business, as long this energy is good, and as long as you don't let your ego take over, you're really honest and really work well with others, any kind of building a business foundation, not an actual physical structure, but a business foundation, the energy is good for that today, to come together and cooperate with other people. And, and don't take on the oh, it's my idea, it's my thing, you know what I mean? Just be willing to cooperate, and you could build a really solid business foundation today. But that's within you, putting it out there, you know what I mean? So you have this foundation energy, this grounding energy, And you're going to take it and you're going to go out into a world that is vibrating under the number 8. And like I said, it's a karma number. 8 is also a very powerful number. It will assume power. It represents power as well as karma. Now, under the 17, when these two numbers come together, it's like an outstanding day for energy as far as like being hopeful, positivity, financial abundance coming from out of nowhere, getting support when you needed it. You are a literal star under this vibration. So you take that stability and you bring it out into this like happy, hopeful world. You have the potential to just really build a solid foundation for whatever it is you're building or whatever it is you're changing. You know what I mean? You may reorganize the house and like your partner comes home with some organizational tools like, oh, I saw this. Like that's what the 8 does. It just shows up. It's a very sexual number as well. So 8 is like, if you turn it on its side, it's the infinity symbol. Which also can be compared to like the ideas of twin flames. The infinity symbol is used as that because the flames are like they come together and then they come back out and then they come together and they come back out. So this 8 is very similar to the energy of Scorpio. Very. It has that same side of like sexy, dark, like it can have that aspect to it. But like going back to the infinity number, what goes around comes around is what the 8 is about. Now, karma isn't like, oh, you know, people will say they'll get their karma in like a negative way. Karma works that way, but not like that. Karma works in both positive and negative ways. It's just what you put out, you receive back in. For example, like in one of the numerology books, they use an example as like you're a waiter at a cafe and this elderly lady comes in and you know you're good to her, you give her what she wants every day, she's really sweet, and then one day she just stops coming in. She passed away and you come to find out that she left you money in her will because of how nice you were to her. That is what the 8's about. So how does that relate to a foundation? Well, if you're building a solid foundation, if you're in that energy within yourself, then when you bring that out into the world, it's going to come right back to you. That's how that works today. But it also is a day that like anything could happen. Like finance, rewards, money, it's very related to that as well. I am actually myself in an 8 personal year. And through many of the struggles that I have gone through because of just being who I am in some ways, I got support that I really, really needed. And it was what goes around comes around. And I'm so grateful that it happened, and it happened to just fall right into the year of the number 8 for me. So, you know, gifts and money and stuff. The 17 though really brings in positive results, a positive attitude, hope flows in, like you feel the hopefulness, you know what I mean? And how good is that energy if you're building the foundation for something? Like it just, they're gonna work together, especially the 17, it's so positive. If you happen to have a moment to sit in meditation today, the 17 from the outside can bring in really creative ideas. Like, you know, when we sit down sometimes, like things will come in, you see, you hear, that's all real stuff. That's all like you need to listen and see. Like it's telling you something. So this energy allows from the outside to kind of have that energy come in to that meditation and kind of give you really creative ideas, solving problems, or maybe you're building a foundation and you go out into the world and somebody's got a like perfect solution to the problem of you building the foundation. You know what I mean? Maybe you were cleaning out the refrigerator and organizing it under the structure, and then your partner came home with like one of those like can organizers or like these like little tiers in the refrigerator so that they, you know, they help keep things even more organized than what you did. And your partner was hopeful, you know what I mean? And it worked out. It's just a little example, but I mean, something like that. I'm being silly, but you know what I mean? Yay for organized refrigerators. So it's a very positive vibration collectively outside of yourself as well. So today is about stability and karma. Let's just simply put it that way. The stability is us on the inside, figuring out how we're going to build a solid structure foundation for whatever it is that we're doing. Which then, if we bring it out into the outside energy and we reflect the foundation out, we get to an 8 of karma, which if, what you give back, what you give out, you give back. You get back. I can't talk. So in the 17 of the 8 is allowing the super positive, hopeful energy, creative, problem solving, like you are a star. Everyone's a star under this number. And all of that positivity is going to help build this foundation to become even stronger. Like that is, you can't ask for more than that. I'll just give an example, okay? So, and this is just a daily, we have times in our numerology chart where there are periods of time for 9 years. For every 9 years from the time we're born, we're in a numerological cycle affecting all the other numbers. So it really, like, numbers work like that. It's like the umbrella, then the smaller umbrella, then the rain jacket, then the dry clothes. You know what I mean? So that's how, like, there's monthly numbers and yearly numbers and nine year numbers and all of it. So for example, my boyfriend lives in Chicago and we were having a long distance relationship. And so in a day like today, we're both innerly thinking about our foundations and how we're going to get to those foundations. I mean, that's a big part of what's happening with us anyway, and how we're going to get to the next stage of our relationship. Long distance is not easy. But if through that foundation, through us both agreeing that we want it solid and steady, we've just been solid and steady. And on a day like today, since the energy is providing both of us in our inner world to understand the importance of that foundation, when we bring it to each other, and because we're so positive about it, we reap rewards from it together. We combine our love and our hope and our positive attitude, which then just aids in the foundation we're building. That's kind of like an example. So all of these numbers, like I said, it can relate to like physical, like your house, your relationships, like it can, and if you're in situations, you know what I mean? So, if you're in a situation where, you're not sure how the day is going to go, but like, that you're going to be stable on the inside. The energy is encouraging and supporting the stability. And you also know that if you go to the outside world, maybe you go out there and like you really find some positive shit, So I hope that was helpful today. I hope I didn't like spatter on, go on and on for too long. Let me know what you think, guys. And I think I'm going to do an August numerology report for all of you. And that number, we're coming out of a 4-month, which was July, and August is a 5-month, which is about change and freedom. So I think I'm going to do that too for you guys tomorrow. Okay, have a great day. Bye.